Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. There is a lot of important things happening for Star Citizen right now, so let us take a look. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members, in particular to my latest channel member, Lavar. Thank you so much for the support, it is truly appreciated. So we have quite a few things to talk about today. There is a lot of important things happening, plus some very fun events going on as well. Starting with the tech preview channel. Now, on the 13th of September, after the tech preview tests for the replication messaging queue and server meshing ended, it was said that they will be reviewing all of the data that they collected and have some really good optimizations in sight, with more on this when changes are in and probably more testing next week, so that means this week. They also say they're trying to keep their efforts on optimizing and fixing, and will probably share a retrospective on how it's all gone after a few iterations. So since this post on the 13th, we have not yet seen any updates or heard any more about the tech preview tests, but it sounds like the plan right now, after gathering and analysing all of this data from the first test, is to optimise and fix the current issues and then put out more tests to gather more data and see how those fixes and such have gone. So really hoping that we see another test this week, ideally for the weekend, but it could quite possibly be next week if it isn't this week, and I'm really excited to see this stuff now getting honed while they work on the best possible setup for server meshing, getting it ready for 4.0 and a PTU release. Once we hear more on this, I will be sure to let you know, but fingers are firmly crossed for more tests this week or early next. Now, moving on to Alpha 3.24.1, yesterday they released a new hotfix for the live servers with many new fixes, including crates clipping through the elevators, party markers not being visible, mission markers not appearing, many ATLS or Atlas bug fixes, and many more fixes as well. So really happy to see that even though there is just a skeleton crew working on 3.24.1 now, as the majority we have heard are working on obviously 4.0, but also finishing off Squadron 42, they are continuing to fix and polish as much of 3.24.1 to make it as stable as possible. I'm sure there are other bugs remaining, but whether we see many more or any more hotfix patches, I have no idea, but they are certainly fixing some very important issues here. And if you are still suffering from certain issues on 3.24.1, make sure you head over to the Issue Council and just see if anyone else is reporting the same issues, and if they are, contribute to those ones. If they are not, create yourself a new issue and get it upvoted. Now, there are very many interesting events happening at this time. The first one I'd like to talk about is the Pirate Week Treasure Hunt. Now, alongside the sales and the community contests, they have also provided a pirate treasure map with some riddle-like clues for players to follow and discover, eventually leading to collecting a challenge coin. Now, I've put a link in the description to the post where you can find the map and the clues, but this is something that I really love to see. I adored the treasure hunts on Red Dead Redemption 2. In fact, I haven't found them all yet anyway, but this kind of thing is great fun. And I'll be teaming up with a small crew on Twitch this afternoon just to get looking for them and seeing where they lead. It does appear to be missing other clues, so this may be going on for the full Pirate Week event, but I'm excited to be taking part in it, and I look forward to seeing all of you out there as well, searching for whatever the clues lead to. Now, the other event that I'm excited to take part in is the Blockade Runner. Now, this event is of interest to me, as I really like how haulers and combat ships need to work together to get the station loaded with a commodity called zeta-prolinide, having to protect and escort the freighters to the space station while fighting off the criminals will be a lot of fun. So I'll be taking part in this on Twitch as well, seeing how it plays alongside all of the changes to cargo. This should be quite a full-on engaging experience that many can take part in, even if it's just manning a turret on the ship. I will probably be dusting off my Hornet Mark 1, as I've been looking for a good excuse to take it out, and providing an escort to some of the haulers, or even jump in my Corsair and get loaded up with some zeta-prolinide, taking it to the station, but I will need turret gunners, I may need escorts as well. Now, this event will be running until the 30th of September, so plenty of time to jump on and get stuck in. And even if you don't want to team up with people, you can always provide assistance in a combat ship, helping to get those freighters through the blockade. But do be warned, the cargo that we are running is time sensitive, as it does deteriorate pretty quick, so be swift and be steady. Now, also this week, there are some pretty interesting things happening from Cloud Imperium, including a new roadmap update, hopefully with some new additions to 3.24.2. As we know, the new MFDs and the Zeus are on the way, or the Clipper, Zeus, and the ES. I do expect we will see some new additions to this patch, and maybe even the 4.0 patch as well, plus there may be some updates to the progress tracker. And inside Star Citizen this week will be with the team working on engineering, so we should be getting one last look-see at the resource network, including live support, components, all things engineering that is coming along in Alpha 4.0. Now, there is no Star Citizen Live this week, but with everything going on, I've got plenty to keep me entertained. Also, on a side note, I am planning on working on a series of videos just highlighting what it is that I love to do in Star Citizen's universe when I play, which includes trading with other players. Had great fun doing this at Zephyr on stream the other day. Made some great deals there. Also searching for abandoned ships and vehicles and looting them or salvaging them. Especially entertaining now with a shared inventory, as you never know what you're going to find. And now with personal hangars, I also look forward to collecting some great weapons and components for my ship, like getting better weapons for my Hornet without having to buy them, or better components for my other ships as well. Also, something that I would like to try and do is hang around at distribution centers or other locations with freight elevators and just offer my services as a cargo assistant, helping to move goods for other players, for a fee of course, but a reasonable one. And one new thing that I love to do even more is assaulting bunkers or the derelict outposts, as NPCs have been receiving quite a few more abilities and it is getting much harder to do this, so creating quite a decent challenge. And for the bunkers in particular, I have heard that NPCs will now be above ground at the bunker entrance and will not just fight you as you come in to try and get in, but they will even use the mounted turrets there as well. And on locations where the Copian roam, the dog-like creatures, they will fight each other, which will just be so entertaining. Anyway, plenty of videos I'd like to create showcasing what I love to do in the verse, so do keep an eye out for those. And if you do appreciate my videos or want to watch any of those as they come along, be sure to hit subscribe. Also, come and hang out over at twitch.tv/SuperMacBrother. The link is in the description below. You're all more than welcome. As I say, we'll be hunting for this treasure. We will be hopefully taking on, I believe it's the Nine Tails in the blockade runner. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you would like to be notified when my videos go live. Again, a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.